Welcome to this week's video. There is lots cracking off on the canal. We've run out of gas mid cooking the dinner. The dogs have had a nice new haircut. Lots of sewing stuff happening and I need your advice. So let's get stuck in. Bella and Sydney are well overdue a haircut. All of a sudden they get scruffy really quickly. Their last haircut was just before Bella's operation. They've come back nice and clean and smelling a lot better than when they went. And the dog groomer has given them these lovely little bandanas. Mid-tea, the gas ran out. Of course it did. So, I don't know if you can see how much is raining here. It's absolutely tipping it down. And we're cooking dinner. And the gas has run out. So I said to Mr. Perks, come on, let's video this because this is a part of boat life that, right, so what have you got there? What's that?
I have an adjustable spanner to take the gas valve off, which is under there.
Alright, so this is where our gas bottles are. Oh, and look, just look how muddy everything is. It's tipping it down. Hang on. This is a raw. So we've got 3 gas bottles. Okay. And they're not linked up. Perhaps we should get one of those thingamajigs that link them up. So that's the hose that we have for when we're filling up water. Oh, look. We've got a little visitor as well.
A juvenile swan.
Yeah, a young swan there. But dinner is important. So I've got a chicken pie in the oven and some veg on the top of the stove. And we've got no gas now, so. And in reality, you know,
don't deal with this at home because you're already hooked up to the mains gas, so when we run out of gas everything comes to a stop until we put a new gas bottle on.
Yeah, so we could have dished dinner up tonight because it's not that far off, but then first thing in the morning when you need that cuppa, and I do get up earlier than Mr. Perks. So this is boat life. I mean, it's not all lovely and beautiful and dry. I'm just going to get this swan here, this young swan. He's watching to see what we're doing. So yeah, we've got 3 gas bottles in the front here. And we always try to make sure that we've got at least one that is full up.
So that's tight now, the left hand thread.
Yep.
Turn the gas on.
So Bry's turning the gas on now.
And that's it, everything back in.
We're all sorted.
Now covered in mud.
Covered in mud and cooking on gas. I'm just wondering what this swan's doing on its own.
Oh, cut your finger.
Oh.
That's right.
Okay, right, we're going to go back in now and get the dinner finished. So I'm just going to pull the crutch down now. Ugh. The zipper's in. Keep the rain out. There we go. Get my wellies off. Back on the little boat, and I thought I'd show you what I've been up to this week. 4 years ago, I released the hair quilt pattern. I don't know if any of you remember this. I know that quite a few of you have made it. Really simple pattern made out of squares and half square triangles. Fast forward on to last year. Well, actually, it might be the year before, because I do take my time over these things. I bought a tapestry kit. It was somebody else's kit. I think it was an Emily Peacock kit. And it was a moth. And I'd made that. And then I got loads and loads of wool left over. So I decided that I didn't want to waste the wool. And I could do something, a tapestry, with this. The pattern, like I say, is really simple. So that's the inside of it. I thought I'd make one little hair tapestry and see how it worked out. And I love the effect of it. And then decided I would do some more as well. So I've finished it now and I'm going to show it to you. So this is my finished hair tapestry. I want to frame that, but I need some advice. So here it is. I'll go in and show you it in a little bit more detail. I've used up lots of the wool that I had from the other tapestry kit. I have made a couple of mistakes, but I'm all right with that. I think this would look great in a frame. I'd like to put it in the bathroom at some point. Now, I don't know if you can see how wonky that is. Can you see that? And I have never blocked a tapestry before. I don't even know if that's the right term. And I would like some advice from you before I start to do anything with this, because it's really out of shape. I've got a ruler so you can see how misshapen this is. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to pull it out without it getting that sort of crease there or that lump in the middle. But yeah, if you go across there, let me zoom in. Yeah, I mean it's really, really wonky. So I have got this. It's called Soak. I've never used it before. I don't even know if it's the right stuff to use. I'm sort of thinking that I need to gently clean this, get it wet, and then perhaps pin it out. But I really don't know. If you've got any advice for me, I'd love that, because I do want to frame this, but at the minute, that is definitely not going to work. If you could pop any comments below, it would be very much appreciated, and then I'll let you know how I get on. This week I've been also working on the Big Jam Quilt Along. This is a brand new pattern that is out this week. It's called the Jam Quilt pattern, and it is a big jam jar. There are so many options that we can do with this. I'm very excited about it. I've decided to have a quilt along. That's going to start the 1st of March. So I've released the pattern now. That's available as a PDF download on the website. So you can all start getting ready for it. I've written an intro blog telling you all about the Big Jam Quilt Along. And the first week is going to be about choosing your flavours. So choosing your fabrics. So this is going to be ran on my blog, and there'll be a video out each week chatting about what we're going to do within the following week. So it's going to be very, very simple. It's going to be choosing your fabrics, getting your fabrics cut and your half square triangles prepared, building those rows as the quilt is a row by row pattern, and then assembling the rest of it and putting it all together. And we should get all of that done, the quilt top made, by the end of March. There's no lives. I'm not going to do any live sessions, so there's nothing that you think that you can miss. You can do it all in your own time. All you have to do is purchase the pattern, which is £10, and you can get that from my website. If you're in the States, you can also get the pattern from my beautiful friends at Serendipitous in South Carolina. I'll be sharing more of the Big Jam Quilt Along in the next couple of weeks, but if you want to get ready for it, then now is the time. I would love it if you could join me in this. I'm having lots of different visions for the top of the jam jar. There's gingham, there's plaid, there's big spots, there's stripes. There's absolutely so many options we could go with. And then the actual jam in the jam jar, there's Ruby Star Society, there's strawberry fabrics, there's apricot fabrics, you could do blueberries. So many choices. I'm very excited for this one because I think that you guys out there have got an amazing imaginations and a great fabric stash that you can pull into. I'd love to know if you're going to be joining us, so just pop a note in the comments below please and let me know if you're going to be joining me. The other big thing that I've been working on last week and this week is my 30-day challenge of decorative stitches on my sewing machine. This new sewing machine that I've got, which is the Janome Memory Craft 948QC, it has 400 stitches on it. Now, I am never going to use probably even half of those, but I decided to set myself a challenge to go through the stitches and stitch out a sewing mat that's going to sit underneath my sewing machine. This is what it looks like so far, as of today's recording. I've got some beautiful stitches on here already. I've made some mistakes and I show you those in the little short videos that I've been making that are on YouTube. So if you're following along, let me know. I know that there's quite a few of you now that are very keen to see what's coming next. Thanks for spending a bit of your time with me on the boat this week. As usual, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button, the hype button, and all that jazz. I've also got a few bloopers or funny bits to share with you. Stay there, Bella. Stay. Oh no, now she's scrubbing a bum down the... I've written a introductory